Hello students, today's lesson is about modals. Okay, so already we have made two videos on modals and this is the final video. Okay, so you know that in the previous video we have already discussed about can, could, may, might, must, ought to. Okay, so in this particular video we will be dealing with four types of modals, and those are shall, should, will, would. Okay, so let us find out when they are used and what are the basic rules that we should follow in order to omit mistakes, okay, while speaking. Okay, let us learn the correct rules for using these modals. Okay, now let us begin with shall. Okay, now before beginning with these modals, I want to tell you that first you have to be clear about first person, second person and third person pronouns. So do you remember what is a pronoun? Okay, so a pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. Okay, for example, instead of saying Radha goes to school, we say she goes to school. So she is the word used in the place of noun Radha. Okay, so so she is the pronoun. Okay, now there are three different types of pronouns, and those are first person, second person and third person pronouns. First person pronouns are actually the person who is speaking. Okay, if you want to refer to the person who is speaking, okay, like I and we, these are first person pronouns. Okay, then second person is the one you are speaking to, that is you. Okay, and third person pronoun or third person refers to the one that we are talking about. Okay, like he, she, they. Okay, so those are third persons. Okay, so first person is the speaker, I and we. The second person refers to you, okay, the one who is being spoken to. Third person refers to the one that we are talking about, okay, he, she, they. Okay, so now let us begin when these modals can be used. Okay, so shall is used in the first person. First person means I and we. Okay, shall is used in the first person to indicate future action. Remember again, shall is used in the first person to indicate future action. Okay, if you yourself are the speaker, okay, and you want to say something that you are going to do in the future, okay, you should use shall. Okay, I shall go to school. That means you are saying that what you will do in the future, and what will you do? You shall go to school, or I shall go to school. We shall begin the work. Okay, we shall begin the work tomorrow. Okay, this means that you are talking about future action. So remember, shall is used in the first person, that is I and we, in order to indicate the future action. Okay, now when is shall used in the second and third person? Let us see. Shall is used in the second and third person to express these three things. Okay, what are they? First is command. Okay, when you want to express command or when you are commanding someone, definitely you cannot command yourself. Okay, so shall cannot be used in the first person to give command. Okay, shall is used in the second and third person to give command. Okay, for example, you shall not go there. You shall not harm the child. You shall leave this place at once. Okay, so shall is used in the second and third person to give command or to express command. Okay, so remember, shall cannot be used in the first person to express command. Definitely you are not commanding yourself. Okay, you will command the second and third person. Okay, so command, for command you will use shall. Okay, for second and third person, you shall not do this. You shall do your homework. You shall leave this place at once. You shall not harm the child. Okay, now let us come to the next use of shall. Shall is used to convey threat. Okay, so if you are threatening someone, someone, okay, or you are giving a threat to someone, okay, shall, you have to use shall, okay. If you make noise, you shall be punished, okay. If you don't do your homework, comma, you shall not be allowed to take dinner, okay. So it is used to give threat, okay. Shall is used in the second and third person to convey threat or to express threat, okay. Fourth, shall is again used in the second and third person to indicate promise. You shall have a piece of cake. That means I am promising you that you shall be getting a piece of cake, okay. For another example is, if you work hard, you shall be given a prize, okay. So here I am giving you a promise that if you work hard, you shall be given a prize. So shall is used in the second and third person to indicate a promise, okay. So you can also say that if Radha works hard, she shall get a prize, okay. So if I am talking in the third person, also we can use promise, threat and command, okay. For second and third person, if you are using shall, you have to use shall in these three ways: command, threat and promise, okay. But remember, for conveying command, threat and promise, shall has to be used in the second and third person, okay. Now what is the next usage of shall? Let us see, or let us find out. Now thirdly, shall is used in interrogative sentences. Now what do these interrogative sentences mean? Interrogative sentences means asking questions, okay. For example, what are you doing? Okay, where are you going? Okay, so these are all interrogative sentences, sentences which ask questions, okay. So shall is used in interrogative sentences, but in what sense? Okay, let us find out, okay. Now the first point is, shall is used to give offer, okay. How can you use shall in interrogative sentence? Okay, the first way is to give offer. Suppose you are offering something to someone. For example, you will say, shall I make you a cup of tea? Shall I lend you my pencil? Shall we go out tonight? Okay, so in case of offer, you will use shall. If you are offering something to someone, or you are asking someone, okay, or you are providing an offer to someone, you shall in interrogative sentence, okay. Shall I make you a cup of tea? Okay, so let us come to the next point, okay. So shall is also used to ask for someone's suggestion, okay. You are with someone and you need their suggestion. How will you ask them? You will say, for example, which book shall I buy? Which dress shall I wear? Where shall we go out? Okay, so in order to ask for suggestion, you need suggestion of someone, okay. You shall in interrogative sentence. So shall is used in interrogative sentences in two ways. First is to give offer, okay. Second is to ask for suggestion from someone, okay. So that's all with shall. Now let us come to should, which is the past form of shall, okay. Now the first use is, since should is the past form of shall, it is used as a past form in the indirect speech, okay. Like for example, he said that he should report for the duty next day, okay. So should is used in the indirect speech, okay. He said that he should report for the duty. For example, if the direct speech is, he said, comma, inverted comma start, I shall report for the duty, full stop, inverted commas close. So when you are converting that use should. Okay. Next, should is also used to indicate duty and obligation. Okay. For example, you should obey your parents. You should listen to your elders. Okay, so it shows your duty and obligation, what you should do, okay, or what is your duty. Okay, so should is also used to indicate duty or obligation, what you should do. You should obey your parents. Okay, you should listen to your elders. Okay, now next one. Okay, should is used to give advice. Okay, you should improve your handwriting. Okay, you should get up early in the morning. Okay, I think Radha should talk to the principal. Okay, so should can also be used to give advice. Okay. Okay, so now let us discuss about will and would in this video. Okay, so first one is will is used in the second and third person to indicate future action, like my friend will come tomorrow. So remember, will is used in the second and third person to indicate future action, whereas shall is used in the first person to indicate future action. Okay, so now let us come to the next point. Will is also used to indicate request. Now you want to request something to someone and you want to be really polite. Use will if you want to be polite. Like example, will you have tea? Will you close the door? Okay, so for polite request, use will. Now let us come to the next one. To indicate promise, will is also used to indicate promise. Like, for example, I will do my homework. I will complete my assignment by Monday. I will look after your brother. So that means you're promising that you will do something for someone. So for promise, use will. Now next one, what is the next usage of will? To indicate determination. What is determination? That means what you are willing, that means you will do it. So that is known as determination. That means you want it with you want to do that particular thing with your whole heart and mind and soul. You just want it or you want to do it. Okay, so that is determination. So will is also used to indicate determination. Like, I will do my homework. I will complete my assignment. That means it shows your willpower, your determination that you will do it. Next, let us come to would. Now remember, would is the past form of will. So it is used as the past form of will in the indirect speech. Now, for example, there is a sentence in the direct speech. He said, comma, inverted comma, start, I will do it. So how will you change will as would in the indirect form? Let us see. He said that he would do it. So in the indirect speech, instead of will, you have to use would. So would is used as the past form of will in the indirect speech. Now what else is would used for? To express wish and desire. Suppose you want to express your wish or what you are desiring. Okay, so you can use would. Like for example, I would rather starve than beg. I would rather like a cup of coffee to tea. Okay, or than tea. So it is also used to express wish or desire. Would is used to express wish or desire. Now the last point, would is also used to indicate request. For example, would you please close the door? Now remember, here also I told you, will is also used to indicate request and would is also used to indicate request. Now remember, would is more polite than will. Okay, would you is more polite than will you. Okay, so would you please close the door? That means you are being more polite. If you want to be